Ladies and gentlemen, we move on with the welterweight professional MMA action over 3 5-minute rounds as sponsored by Campbell Nutrition. Would you welcome first into the red corner, Thomas Jessing.
Well, here he is, our first man in the ring for this one. And I love this matchup, Dean, all around. Out of the Artesuave, Denmark, Thomas Jessing. This a welterweight contest. And Dean, this guy has some serious skills.
Thomas brings to the table a very strong double leg, very dominating side control game also too, Chris.
And that jiu-jitsu has also adapted to become very effective for MMA, Dean.
Yep, he's adapted it in the way that he puts his pressure and positional awareness paramount in his performance.
Well, Artesuave, no surprises there. The gentle art, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, will be showcased tonight by Thomas Jessing as he runs around the ring and stamps to show his mark. It's going down tonight in Kent.
And would you welcome his opponent into the blue corner, Alary.
The Reaper squad are back, and after a difficult performance earlier tonight, are no doubt going to really go for it on this one. Alary, a fighter many an LFC fan, Dean, have come to grow to love.
Excellent experienced fighter, very active off his back. Strong triangle from the bottom, so watch out for that.
And he's going to come in very hungry after a loss in his previous outing, but he's been here a few times before. He knows what it's like to fight on an international stage like Lion Fighting Championship. And he's going to come in hard, gunning for the win, Dean. We know this. We know how the French come to fight.
The Reaper squad are renowned. They're called Reapers for a reason. They reap souls. They reap fights and they win. The reaping the win is Alary looking for tonight.
Here he comes, Alary. This professional welterweight contest is about to kickstart things. Moving on up the Lion Fighting Championship. Alary has really shown off some excellent display of skills. Let's see what he can do tonight.
And your fighters in the cage, in the red corner, he is 35 years of age, with a professional record of 1-0. He represents us for Denmark, Thomas Jessing! And in the blue corner, he is 29 years of age, with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. From France and representing the Reaper squad, Alary! Your referee is Andrew Nichols.
The man known as No Name before he earned his real nickname. Andrew Spandex Nichols, our referee in charge for this one. It's out of the red corner from Artesuave, Denmark, Thomas Jessing. His opponent tonight, Alary from the Reaper squad. Inside leg kick for the Frenchman.
Jessing, the more leaner of the two here, pouring out that lead hand.
No doubt keeping a long guard to avoid the ground game of Alary.
Nice switch kick there from Jessing. Nice squatted stance there.
The Artesuave fighter undefeated and is going to look to maintain a flawless victory performance streak tonight in LFC, but this is what he wouldn't want, Dean. Alary can make things down and dirty, and we've seen him pull out last-minute submissions before.
Very strong guillotine, very strong back control, rear naked choke is a lightning quick as he pummels here up against the cage. Both fighters pummeling in for dominant positions.
Thomas Jessing possibly dropping here, but I think more than likely he's going to look to try to
outside trip there.
Beautiful.
Wow. Let's see how he tries to pass here up against the cage. Alary using those butterfly hooks quite effectively. He could use it to kick Jessing out and stand up against that cage, Chris.
Alary controlling now with head and arm control. Swimming in possibly to catch a nice tight overhook or sit up. But he's got to watch out for the pass here, Dean.
Blocking the punches there is Alary. Tying up the hands just stops your opponent punching you in the face from that position as Jessing looks to keep the instep of his feet there to come out with that half guard as he peppers down shots. Alary really needs to start to work out this position. He needs to fight for that underhook, try and stand up against the cage, cage walk up. Can't sit here and be pinned against the fence here.
Tomas Jessing continues to try and isolate possibly a position where he can advance himself beyond the half guard here. He's maintaining a very good heavy position up against the fence, keeping Alary from cage walking or maneuvering right now is the man from Denmark.
Jessing using great head control there. See as he pins his opponent with his head. That is excellent wrestling skills there for MMA.
And then wrist control to pull Alary again away from using the fence to stand up. And there we go. There's the pass. That's exactly what he wanted to do. Alary trying to cage walk and flick out the back door. The Dane sees it and works to front headlock position.
Looks like he's going to switch to the back here, Chris.
And now we got another angle. I think he may look to drop for a guillotine if he's able to get enough torque on this.
He might be open for the Pyuvia necktie there, Chris. Steps both his legs over the head and the back of Alary there. He could use this to choke him out.
Alary driving for a takedown, but gotta watch that neck. But he's hand fighting very good now. I can see from our angle. Really good stuff from both men. And a real battle for position. Alary with the roll. Wrestler's roll for Alary.
Wow. Man. That was brilliant. Perfect timing there from Alary. Only comes with experience, that timing, Chris. Watch for Jessing to control the head of Alary and try and maneuver his hips around. There we go.
And Jessing trying to stuff that, reach for the neck. Possible Darce attempt here.
Using that whizzer effectively to swim round to the front. Alary's hand fighting is brilliant to alleviate the pressure from this guillotine attempts by Jessing.
The Peruvian is definitely there, actually. I now can see what you mean by that, Dean. But now he gives it up to try and spin to the back. Possible crucifix, he could roll for this.
Very smart there. Pyrovin necktie can be advantageous if it's tight. However, if you miss up, you're on the bottom. So Jessing quite rightly here, securing that position, putting in strikes from the side. Alary really needs to stand up here, Chris.
Under a minute to go. A lot of control for the Artesuave fighter.
He's really looking for that crucifix position. Switching that right leg round of Jessing.
Now swapping to the crab ride across the back leg, then maneuvers as Alary tries to Granby roll. Jessing won't allow it. Some crazy wrestling going on right now.
Alary retains, got excellent work from Alary. A lot of people don't realize how much effort and how much technique it is just to retain the guard for when you get pressured here by a fighter as good as Jessing.
Trying to swim in and isolate that right arm. Jessing realizes that, sits up.
Alary's guard is open here. Jessing stands up.
And like a sprinter off the starting blocks, he's right out of there, Dean.
Excellent there, Alary on his back. As the round ends there. Now questions going through Alary's mind is, how do I deal with this beast of a man on top of me and stop him punching me?
And you know, it wasn't pretty, but it was definitely meticulous. He definitely made a calculated checklist and went through every single point, made to measure. He's done his homework, clearly. Tomas Jessing is fighting a smart fight against Alary. We continue here in the Line Fighting Championship. This a welterweight professional mixed martial arts matchup. Chris Hoekstra calling it with Dean Midhat. 5 minutes on the clock. And we're back at it here in Kent.
Alary on the outside there, using that leg kick. Oi, Will.
Oh, he hit him there, Chris. He hit him. Oh my goodness, and I think this will be the end of the fight. Alary in early trouble, covers up.
If Jessing can maintain his position and punishment, he might win this, Chris.
Alary now catching valuable moments to recover. The French team saying cover up and be patient, don't allow those hooks in. He looks for now the crucifix, but he might go for the short choke here, Dean. He's holding on to the seatbelt for now, though. May use it to take the back, climbing over with that.
Alary using that head movement there to strike him off the back. Lovely. Overhooking the top of that head and pulling him off his back. Jiu-jitsu technique. Could be in a triangle here.
There's a triangle on the way. Halfway position for the Dane. Tomas Jessing continues to try and break down the posture of Alary. Alary defends. Beautiful pass.
Now let's see what Alary can do from the top. Can he pin his counterpart down in much the same way he's been experiencing? He could have the choke here, Chris. He needs to get these hooks in so Jessing doesn't escape out the back and perhaps buck him off. Jessing doing a good job of blocking the hooks there with his left leg.
Alary's got to be very careful he doesn't wind up too high, and you'll see him fighting for wrist control. Beautiful work from both men. Alary sticking like glue, but now Tomas Jessing winds out on top. Alary covering up. Jessing going to work here, Dean.
Back again into this top position where he's able to just ground and pound at will. Alary doing the right thing though, turning in, trying to retain guard, keeping the space between him and Jessing.
Shift to the hips from Alary. Maybe going to work to retain full guard here. Cheeky knee for good measure.
Like he's walking up there, he could be trying to set up this Kimura on the right side.
This has been a real chess match, Dean.
Jiu-jitsu for MMA at its best here in the LFC.
Alary driving forwards, trying to connect his hands on the leg. I think he's got his hands tight. All 10 fingers secured. Now he has to give it up. Excellent defensive work from Tomas Jessing.
Nice, Alary got his hips underneath Jessing there to retain that half guard. Great jiu-jitsu work there by Alary on the bottom.
This is amazing. This is really fluid, really tight, technically correct. I love watching
Jessing
guys.
might be moving over to the mount here, Chris.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I was going to say, I love watching guys try to really calculate and bait each other into positions and circumnavigate. Round and round and round it goes. Where this one will go, no one knows.
Alary looking for electric chest sweep, and he gets it. Has to be careful of getting back into this triangle, passing very well to the side, blocking that right leg of Jessing.
Working for the neck though is Alary. Nearly 2 minutes on the clock.
Wow, Jessing's power turns him over to the cage there. Alary now on the bottom with that overhook.
Head pressure again on display from Tomas Jessing.
Master at that technique of driving the head of his opponent down, maintaining that top pressure
and disallowing the movement.
At the moment he's not putting in too many strikes, which is allowing Alary to maneuver around in his jiu-jitsu freely. I'd like to see Jessing put some more of those downward punches to punish his opponent.
Alary walks off the cage and gets around. Winds up in the same position. A minute to go here in this fight in the round.
Alary swimming for that underhook there on his right side. He needs to buck his hips and shoot that up to the ceiling. Turn his hips down and escape out that he's working away around there.
He's going to look for the short choke, Dean. He's got it. He's got it all the way underneath the knees. Oh, but great defense from Alary. He noticed that if he continued to maneuver that way and turtle, he's going to give up his neck. Excellent defense from Alary.
Really high-level jiu-jitsu, just to be able to sense where your body is, a spatial awareness, and alleviate that pressure and move around from that dangerous position coming in. Again, he ends up, oh, nice roll again. Beautiful by Alary on the bottom.
It's a ballet of grappling and MMA. I like how it seems to me Alary may be able to catch a pass here, but not much time on the clock. 10 seconds to go.
You see some blood on the chest of Jessing there that I'm not sure if it's coming out of Alary's head. As they fight towards the end of this round here. Wow, a back and forth battle of jiu-jitsu prowess for MMA. as these two fighters square off. A touch of hands, show of respect. Jessing's hands up, nice and tight, nice jab. Alary returns fire. Interesting to see who's going to initiate the clinch or indeed the shot first. Jessing having awesome downward pressure when he's on top. Tie up in front of the cage here. Nice inside knee by Jessing. Fairly even position here against the cage. Both fighters utilising the time to gain their breath back here. Jessing again using that head pressure to steer Alary to where he wants. Dropping down here, could be looking for a single leg.
A little bit of kazushi going on with that head pressure. A technique you often see in judo to try to manipulate your opponent in a more off-balance position, which definitely sets up that ground game. But an outside trip for Alary.
Relentless with that, held onto it, got the takedown, but Jessing popped back up and controlling the head of Alary here, possibly looking for the head snap. Wrestling move that will enable him to circle to the back. Alary reaching for that leg there, standing up.
But Tomas really doing a great job of staying in positional control throughout. I can't quite tell if he's looking for a choke here, Dean. He may look to drop in for an arm Angiti. No, he's got the Darstein, full figure four.
Oh, that's the tap. Wow. And Alary seems to be distraught with that. Just got caught slipping. He was trying to manipulate the right leg of Jessing there and got caught in that choke.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 hard rounds of professional